Hello. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me see. Am I coming through loud and clear? How's everybody? I am coming through loud and clear. Hope everybody's doing well. I've got Frank here with me tonight to remind you that God loves his children, Donnie. So, let's see, who have I got with me tonight here so far? We've got Sting of the Scorpion 78 over on Twitch. What's up? Sting of the Scorpion. Let's see who's with me here on YouTube. I've got Matt Talks Movies, Anthony's Horror and More, Eric Almquist. There's Dave. What's up, Dave? Live streams 2 out of 3 nights, I know. Captain Halloween, what's up? Name the Stars, Rick Hunter, T-Bob, Jamie Hart, Scott Murphy, Laura Hanson, Scott B, Sam Thomason, Saturn Video, Mike Barrett, Hillbilly Tech, Nocturnal, Toothbrush, Ewan Thomas, Smudge, David Vines, Donald Zickow, Punisher Batman Fan, Cynical, Enrique Reyes, Michael Piatowski, Jimmy L, Antonio Andriatis, Scary Stories NYC, Matt, RJ Skarinki. How's everybody doing tonight on this lovely, lovely Thursday? Very hot Thursday if you were in Kentucky. It was very hot today. So I thought let's hang out. I'll have Frank here with me tonight. Maybe Frank will give some commentary on his thoughts on Stacker's 100 best horror movies of all time. I don't know. Maybe Frank will give us some commentary. I don't know. We'll see. There's Frank. Put Frank down for now. And so I've got some cool beverages here to keep me cool and to keep me sane throughout this this reaction. I've got some Jack Daniel's Berry Punch. Picked this up just today. It looked nice and yummy. So got that beautiful purple color to it. Let's go ahead and crack it open, see what it tastes like here. If it tastes half as good as it looks, nice. Very nice. I like it a lot. Very tasty. So we got some Jack Daniel's Berry Punch. And if things get really bad, got vodka. So hopefully things won't get that bad. I had to take several shots during the last stream going over the worst horror movies of all time. That was a doozy. If you missed that one, the full stream is archived on my channel now. Go check that out. If you missed, Jeremy and I did a review of the new Dr. Pepper limited edition flavor Dark Berry today. So if you missed that one, that review is now available on my channel. So let's see, we've got, hey, Christian, how's it going? All out. Yeah, I've been out of the Good Doctor for a while. I may need to put in an order with Dave to get me another heaping helping of the Good Doctor. Thank you, Febzer. We got Christian with us. What's up, Christian? How you doing, man? You're going to say that Psycho or Jaws will be number one? Okay. Yeah, I would be shocked if Psycho's not at least in the top 5. What's up, Anthony? Crandon Martin, how's it going? You just bought a Halloween Kills rehaul mask. Okay, cool. Very cool. It's 100 in Cali. Good Lord. Dream Emulator, how's it going? Jimmy L's also in Los Angeles. Hot in LA today, I bet. You and the missus are watching tonight. Doctor on Toothbrush. Cool. Yeah, Jimmy L, I thought originally I'd planned on maybe like giving it a week. But I decided to just go ahead and let's just go ahead and do it. Let's just do it. Let's not put it off. Let's do it. I've been meditating all day, trying to center myself, to harness my chi, all that good stuff. In anticipation for this. So it's scorching in Louisiana, and I'm on my jog, burning and earning. Goodness gracious, Enrique, I've had a good day today. Had a good day. Exorcist number 1. That's a possibility. So I say let's go ahead and let's just dive into this thing and see what happens. If you've not dropped a like on the stream, please do so. We've got 42 likes already. If we can get to 60 likes in the next, let's get to 60 likes really quick, and then we'll dive into the list. These are really good. Really nice. Dan, how's it going, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Night of the Living Dead is top 10 for sure. Gotta be. Yeah, gotta be. All right, we've jumped up to 63 likes all of a sudden. Thank you all. All right, well, let's let me see. I've got it bookmarked here. Let's get it pulled up. There it is. All right, here we go. Let me get this organized here. Why is that not popping up? It should pop up. It's right there. It is. There we go. All righty. Here we go. Anybody want to take any bets on where Get Out is going to land on this list? Because I'm betting if Get Out is the kind of the poster child here, I mean, what are we thinking? At least what? Top 20? Oh, maybe not. I don't know. We're going to find out here shortly. All right, so here we are. Hey, Mid-Level Media, how you doing? Here's hoping Dark Knight of the Scarecrow gets a prominent spot on this list. Good Lord. Wait a minute. Did you say Dark Knight of the Scarecrow or Dark Knight of the Scarecrow 2? Hold on. Let me pop out the chat here so I can keep track of the chat. All right, here we go. I'm going to put down... going to close that out so that we don't miss anything here. Hey, what's up, the PlayStation 9? All right, let me get the chat pulled up here on the side. If Rob Zombie's Halloween is anywhere on this list, Piz might chug. Yeah, chug the whole bottle. That's true. Greasy Strangler #1. I somehow doubt that. Yes, you did say Night of the Scarecrow too. My goodness. Jeffrey DeShore is in line at the New Beverly Cinema in L.A. About to see Cruising in Windows and 35mm. Damn. Holy crap, that's awesome, man. Very cool. I'm jealous. All right, so here we go. Here's this list. Let's scroll down here. Let's see how they determined, how they made their decisions here. Because last time, for the worst list, they went by the IMDb scores and the tomato meter. Here it says Stacker compiled data on all horror movies to come up with a Stacker score, blah, blah, blah. Split evenly between IMDb and Metacritic scores as of October 8th, 2021. To qualify, the film had to be listed as horror on IMDb, which that's what they said about the worst list, and there were some non-horror movies on that worst list. Because they don't fall under the horror banner on IMDb, classics such as Jaws, The Silence of the Lambs, and The Sixth Sense didn't make the list, so no Jaws. No Jaws, no Silence of the Lambs, no The Sixth Sense. The Sixth Sense isn't a horror movie, so of course it wouldn't make the list. It's not a horror movie. And what does Jaws and Silence of the thrillers? I don't know. I'm already frustrated with this list, and I've not even started it yet. All right, let's just go. Here we go. Number 100, Bone Tomahawk. All right, we're actually getting off to a good start here. Bone Tomahawk is Bone. Yeah, we can call Bone Tomahawk a horror movie. Sure, okay, yeah, it's a horror movie. Absolutely. Bone Tomahawk is a great flick. Bone Tomahawk is a great freaking flick. So right off the bat, I'm happy. So let's keep on going. Let's keep this streak going. Frankenweenie. So I guess Hotel Transylvania is going to be on this list. I guess Nightmare Before Christmas is going to be on this list. Frankenweenie. Oh, Jesus. We go from Bone Tomahawk to Frankenweenie. Good God. The Killing of a Sacred Deer. That's not horror. I've seen that. That's not horror. What are you talking about? What? That's not horror. I liked the movie all right, but it's not horror. Good Lord. Under the Skin. I loved Under the Skin. And I'll definitely give that a horror. Sure, that's a horror movie. I loved Under the Skin. I did a review of Under the Skin several years ago, and I highly recommend it. So if you've not seen Under the Skin, by all means, check that movie out. So right off the bat here, we're 2 for 4. The Killing of a Sacred Deer is on this list, but Silence of the Lambs is not. Frankenweenie is on this list, but Silence of the Lambs is not. Okay, all right. So far we're not doing okay. Wreck is good. Wreck is good. Wreck is good. I agree with this placement. I even liked the American remake. Yeah, okay. All right, good. Good choice. Good choice. The Platform. I've not seen The Platform. I have not seen The Platform. If anybody wants to chime in on The Platform, should I see The Platform? Let me know. Sacred Deer is listed under thriller horror. I would. I mean, whatever. What about those Rex sequels? Are those worth anything? I don't think I've seen any of the Rex sequels. Platform is very good. Great movie, Platform. Platform is fantastic. Okay. I'll have to add that to the list then. Hey, what's up, Killer Cutie? All right, scrolling on down, we have got The Invisible Man, the new Invisible Man movie at number 94. I liked The Invisible Man, but there are some really weird... the movie asks you to... The movie asks you to set aside your disbelief a lot. And I'm fine with suspending my disbelief, once or twice during a movie, but, when you're like, you're telling me to suspend my disbelief for long stretches, it kind of gets a little annoying. But I like the movie overall. I like Leigh Whannell as a director. And according to Stacker, it is the 94th best horror film of all time. Moving on here. Gremlins. How do y'all feel about Gremlins being on a horror movie list? I'm fine with Gremlins being on a horror movie list. I'm perfectly fine with it. And I don't mind its placement there at number 93. It's Gremlins. What do we say about Gremlins? Rec 2 was good. I think Rec 2 is better than the original. Oh, okay. All right, so some love for Rec. Gremlins is horror. I love Gremlins. Okay, so Gremlins, number 93. I'm cool with that one. Oh, The Descent. The Descent should be further down the list, I think. No, 92. Okay. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, The Descent's a great movie. I've not seen the sequel. I've heard really mixed things about the sequel. So, I've kind of just skipped it. But The Descent, number 92. Cool. Midsommar, number 91. I was not a big fan of Midsommar. I know it's got its fans, but I don't know. I was not a big fan of Midsommar. I don't know. What do you guys think? Midsommar, yay, nay? Go on down the list here. The Conjuring, number 90. I'm perfectly fine with that. I really like the first two Conjuring movies, so I'm perfectly okay with The Conjuring. And number 90, I think, is yeah. I'm good with that. I'm good with that number too. Yeah, I'm good with that number too. Yes, Name the Stars. I prefer the bleaker ending to The Descent myself also. I love that bleak, love that bleak ending. But from what I've heard, the sequel plays off the American ending. So, all right, here we go. Midsommar was visually beautiful, but I was bored. Yeah, I think I felt about the same way. Yeah. Let's see. Conjuring, number 90. Moving on. Thelma. What is Thelma? Suppressed urges take on a literal dimension in the Norwegian supernatural thriller. I don't think I've even heard of Thelma. Anybody seen or heard of Thelma? I don't know. Is that one I need to add to the list? Yeah, Midsummer's nowhere near my favorite. It wouldn't be in my top 5 A24 films. Housebound, number 88. I liked Housebound a lot. Okay, I'm digging this selection. The placement I also agree with. Thelma is captivating, but it's not horror. Okay. Lauren says this list is going to be too heavy on flicks from the last 20 years. That's that's kind of what I expected, to be perfectly honest. Housebound, number 88. Like the movie. Think that's good placement for it. Thirst from 2009, the Park Chan-wook film. Yeah, I liked Thirst. I don't know if it would make my personal top 100 best horror films of all time, but still liked it. Any love for Thirst in the chat? Oh, Hereditary's got to be on here. Next up, we've got A Quiet Place Part 2. I did not like A Quiet Place Part 2, but I really wasn't a big fan of the first film either. So I like Emily Blunt. I like John Krasinski. I think the idea of the aliens or whatever they are hunting by sound it's a good idea. I just, I don't know. Neither one of them did much for me. Thirst is amazing. Really grown to love this film more with time. Thirst is underappreciated for sure. Okay. I enjoy Thelma, but this is going to be a weird list. All right, moving on from A Quiet Place Part 2. We got the original Wolfman here. Number 85. The classic Wolfman with Lon Chaney Jr. It's been a long time since I've seen The Wolfman, but I don't know, 85. Probably should be a little further down the list, I think. But, it's finally good to see a movie that wasn't made within the last, 5 years. So, Contract GTV, how's it going? Thanks for following over on Twitch. All right, The Wolfman, good to see The Wolfman make the list. The Endless. The Endless wasn't a horror movie, was it? Well, even Stacker's calling it a sci-fi thriller, not a horror movie here. I've not seen The Endless, but I was pretty sure it wasn't a horror movie. I've heard really good things about it, but I've not seen it. Any love for The Endless? I liked A Quiet Place, but Part 2 was just meh. Yeah, I felt kind of meh about both of them, really. Wolfman is a valid addition, I agree. Wolfman is top 30. Waiting for Hobgoblins. Hobgoblins better be in like the top 20 at least. Top 25 at least. I mean, The Endless is Cosmic Horror. Okay, close enough. So from The Endless, we're going to Revenge. Revenge isn't a horror movie. Is Revenge listed as a horror movie on IMDb? Because Revenge is a revenge movie. It's a good movie. I like it a lot. It definitely should not be on this list, though. Yeah. Good movie. Wrong list. When they do their top 100 best revenge movies of all time, Revenge should be on there. Reanimator. Here we go. All right, Reanimator. Love Reanimator. Number 82, though. probably could be a little further down the list, but I'm glad to see Reanimator on the list. So, it's because Revenge is a Shudder movie. It's a stretch. That's a stretch. Steve H., what's going on? So far, so good. Most of this list, I think, has been decent so far. But Reanimator, glad to see Reanimator on the list. Near Dark. Oh, and only 81? Oh, man. Near Dark should be... Ooh, Near Dark should be way further down the list, I think. Ugh. I'm glad Near Dark is on the list, but Near Dark should be way on further down the list. What do they say about it here? Not much. They don't have much to say about it, but I'm glad it's on the list. Should definitely be further down the list. Dracula. Here we go. 80. Just 80. I'm liking these picks, but I'm not liking the placement. Dracula at 80, Near Dark at 81, the Wolfman Reanimator at 82. Where the Wolfman was like in the 90s or something. But, you know, glad to see Dracula on the list. Big ups to Bela. But, yeah, should be way, way on down the list for sure. Mandy. Oh, I loved Mandy. Oh, I loved Mandy. Glad to see Mandy on the list. 79. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm glad Mandy is on the list. I freaking love Mandy. And yes. Mandy to me is the movie that kickstarted the Nick Cage renaissance. But I love Mandy. Love Mandy. The Skin I Live In. Number 78. I've heard of this movie. I've heard it's good. I've just never seen it. Any fans of The Skin I Live In the chat? Any love for The Skin I Live In? Mandy is higher than Dracula. Well, if Dracula had Cage in it, isn't that funny? Because we're going to get a Nicolas Cage Dracula movie very soon. Oh. All right. The Skin I Live In, number 78. We've got Pie at number 77. Interesting. That's another one. I don't know if I'd consider that to be a horror movie, but I mean, math is horrific to me. I was not a good student when it came to math, so I'll let it slide. Pie, number 77, Darren Aronofsky's film. Okay. The Evil Dead, number 76. My God, 76? Oh God. I tried to imagine, like, what's going to be in the top 20? And like, I felt a pain in the back of my head. The Evil Dead is number 76. Of course, I'm glad The Evil Dead's on the list, but 76? I, okay. The Blair Witch Project is number 75. Wow, okay. The Blair Witch Project is number 75. That's another one I thought for sure would probably be a little further down the list, but we've got some good picks on this list so far. But the ranking is, I don't know. I mean, Evil Dead is 76, Blair Witch Project is 75. I don't know. I'm dreading what the top 20 are going to look like. Hopefully, I'll be pleasantly surprised though. But all right, let's move on. Blair Witch number 75. I'm glad it's on the list. I think it's deserving to be on the list, but number 75. All right, let's move on here. The Witches. Okay. I don't remember much about The Witches except for that part where Angelica Houston turns into the witch. And I remember that being pretty horrific as a kid. Outside of that, I don't remember that much about it. Kind of surprised to see it on this list. But whatever. We're moving on here. 28 Weeks Later. Okay. I like 28 Weeks Later a lot. I'm glad it's on the list. And number 73. I'm fine with that. Evil Dead was far better than Blair Witch. Okay. Pi is definitely a film you don't want to be multitasking while watching. Gosh. Get Out top 10 is your prediction for Get Out. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. No, I have not done my own top 100 list. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. All right, so let's move on. 28 Weeks Later. I like 28 Weeks Later a lot. You know, and I think number 73, not a bad spot for it. Annihilation. Okay. I remember liking Annihilation. I'm okay with it being on a horror list. It's cosmic horror, so sure. Okay. I'm fine with that. Number 72, Annihilation. Okay. Fine with me. Goodnight Mommy. I've not seen Goodnight Mommy, but I've heard good things about it. Any fans of Goodnight Mommy in the chat? Moving on here. The Orphanage. I liked The Orphanage a lot. And I'm okay. Number 70. I'm fine with it being there. If you've not seen The Orphanage, I recommend it. Go check it out. Number 70, The Orphanage. Train to Busan. Number 69. Okay. I'm okay with it being 69. I like Train to Busan a lot. If you've not seen Train to Busan, definitely check it out. Wasn't a big fan of the sequel, but Train to Busan, great zombie flick. I'm okay. I'm okay with it at 69. That's fine. Moving on, we've got Drag Me to Hell at number 68. So Drag Me to Hell is ranked higher or lower than The Evil Dead. I really disliked Drag Me to Hell. I only saw it one time in the theater, and I never wanted to see it again. Goodnight Mommy is beautiful to look at, but lacked teeth. Love Train to Busan. You've not seen Train to Busan, Antonis. You should. You should check it out, man. It's good. It's very good. I'm okay with Train to Busan being 69 too. Drag Me to Hell is garbage. I would have to agree. I was not a big fan of Drag Me to Hell at all. All right, moving on. Evil Dead 2 better be higher. It's got to be on the list somewhere. 10 Cloverfield Lane. This was even if you really liked 10 Cloverfield Lane, I don't think you'd want it on this list, right? I mean, what the hell was that? I don't know what that was. I don't know. But yeah, I was not a fan of 10 Cloverfield Lane. Not a fan. So moving on. Possession. I like Possession. And I'm fine with it being number 66. I'm fine with it being number 66. Perfectly fine with that. 10 Cloverfield Lane isn't horror. I mean, it's more sci-fi, I guess. Sci-fi horror. Whatever. I wasn't a fan of it. Whatever genre it falls in, it shouldn't be on this list. Whatever genre it falls in. So, Possession, though, I like Possession. Glad it's on the list. Fine with that number. The Haunting, the 1963 version. All right, good to see it make the list. And it could maybe be a little further down the list, but 65, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. John Goodman is lurking behind Piz with a chloroform rag. Okay, The Haunting. I'm perfectly fine with The Haunting being there. Perfectly fine with that. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Oh, this one should be way down the list. This one should be way down the list. I'm glad that it made the list, but I think it should be way down the list for sure. I mean, okay. If you've not seen the 1978 Body Snatchers with Donald Sutherland, you should check it out. Very good. Very good. If you've not dropped a like on the stream yet, please do so. I would appreciate that. Green Room. I loved Green Room. I'm fine with it being horror. I'm fine with it being on the horror list. Great movie. Fine. Cheers to Green Room. I'm glad it made the list. I like it a lot. If you've not seen it, you should definitely check it out. By the way, Jeremy Saulnier, speaking of revenge movies, he did a film called Blue Ruin. That's a really good revenge movie. If you've not seen Blue Ruin, track it down. Great flick. H2O number 1. All right, here we go. Evil Dead 2, but Evil Dead 2 at 62. Huh. I mean, we knew it was going to be on the list, right? But 62. Hmm. Hmm. It's on the list. I wonder if Army of Darkness is on the list. I don't know. We'll see. Evil Dead 2, number 62 out of the 100 best horror films of all time. Us. I liked Us. I liked Us more than I liked Get Out, but I don't think Us needs to be on this list. And there are, good Lord, there were 24 movies that we've already gone over much better than Us. So, still, I liked it, but it should not be on this list. 28 Days Later, glad that it's on the list. Number 60, I would have put it further down, but I'm glad it's on the list. Love 28 Days Later. So, yeah. Zombieland. Zombieland to me is really more of a comedy. I mean, I'm sure it's listed as a horror comedy or a comedy horror, but it's better than Us. So I'll fine. I'm fine with that. Saint Maud. I'm glad to see Saint Maud made the list. I loved Saint Maud. It was one of my favorite movies of 2020, I think was when, anyway, whatever year it was it came out, it was one of my favorite movies. But, yeah, great movie. And I'm okay with it being number 58. If you've not seen Saint Maud, go and check it out. So that's the first one of these down. So far, so far I'm fine. I've not even had to take a shot yet. So I'm there's been some questionable picks. There's been a lot of questionable placements, but so far I'm okay with this list. I'm okay with it. Let me check. Oh, Henry. Hold on, I got to check something real quick, but Henry is on the list. I'm fine with that. All right, so Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer is on the list. And ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby. Thank you, JKS 80s Horror Fan, for the $20 super chat. That's very kind of you, sir. Mr. Pizowell, I don't mean to interrupt your stream, but did you hear about Christian Hannah hair plugs trashing the Collingswood story last night, calling it boring trash? I did not know that. I did not hear about him calling the Collingswood story that. Of course, that's not true. But, to each their own. So, but thank you. I appreciate that, man. Very kind of you. Thank you. All right, let's see. Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer is number 57. I love Henry. It could stand to be a few notches on down the list, I think, but I'm glad Henry made the list nonetheless. So, cool. I'm gonna have to crack open another one of these because of the hatred for the Collingswood story. Lord. All right. So Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer is number 57. Dawn of the Dead is 56? Wow. I figured Dawn of the Dead would be top 20 at least. 56? Oh. Wow. Okay. Wow. Do we think that Maniac makes the list? No. No, Maniac's not going to make the list. Dawn of the Dead, 56. Okay. All righty. Let Me In. Oh, God. Oh. Let Me In should be top 20 for sure. God, this is... Oh, wait. Oh, this is the old... No, wait. Oh, no. This is the American remake. No. If the American remake is number 55, Let Me In should be top 5. No. Let Me In would not be anywhere near my top 100. Let Me In would not be anywhere near my top 100. No. So hopefully Let the Right One In will be on this list somewhere. Gotta be. All right, let's move on. The Others, starring Lorne's favorite actress, Nicole Kidman. This is something you guys probably don't know about Lorne. You just mention a Nicole, just any Nicole, and his eyes light up because he thinks you're going to talk about Nicole Kidman. This guy is Nicole Kidman 24/7. Okay? I cannot tell you how many times he's watched Eyes Wide Shut. Jeez. The Others, I only saw it once. I really don't remember very much about it. I know there's like a big twist at the end, but 54 on the list. No. But
ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
Thank you, Taco Bela Lugosi, for the $4.99 super chat. What's the top 10 so far? I don't know. We've not made it that far yet. We're getting there. We're getting there a little slowly. So far, the list is there's a lot of the selections I'm okay with. The placements, though, I'm not. The others, The Shining is 53. Holy Lord. Holy The Shining is number... I swear, I'm dreading the top 20. Dreading the top 20. I can't even imagine. Oh, God. But thank you, Taco Bell Lugosi. I appreciate that super. My eye is twitching. My eye is twitching right now. Okay. The Shining is number 53. Let's just move on. A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. I've not seen this one. I've heard really good things about it. I know my buddy Stone loves this movie. But I really should see it. I don't know why I've not watched it. I just haven't watched it. I don't know. But I've heard really good things. Any love for A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night? This list is giving me hemorrhoids. The Shining should have been in top 20. I agree. I agree. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. The Penguins of Madagascar Halloween special. That's a prediction. That's a prediction from Febzer. A Girl Walks is pretty wonderful. Favorite art house, one of your favorite art house horror films, Name the Stars. Okay. All right. It's a really good film. All right, cool. I'll have to add it to the list. Raw. Okay. I was not a big fan of Raw. Eddie Murphy's Raw, yes, but not this Raw. I'd heard nothing but praise for this movie. And it was super hyped up. I watched it and I was just like, meh. I was just kind of meh about it. So, I don't know. Any fans of Raw out there? Number 53. Or I'm sorry, number 51 of the best horror films of all time, according to Stacker. Little Shop of Horrors. This is a comedy. This is another comedy that's made the list. A horror comedy, yes, but more comedy than horror. And number 50. So just to recap, this movie is higher on the list than The Shining, Evil Dead 1 and 2, and Dawn of the Dead.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
Arthur on the Rocks, thank you for the $3 super chat. Just wanted to hear the sweet sound of Demon. Well, there you go. There you go. Oh, that's right. I forgot it was a musical. I forgot that it was a musical. That's right. Holy crap. So it's a comedy horror musical. Moving on. The original Nightmare on Elm Street is number 49. Oh, Jesus. I just know the top 20 is going to be painful. It's going to be so freaking painful. Ah. All right, Nightmare on Elm Street, number 49 of the 100 best horror films of all time. Moving along. It Follows. I loved It Follows. And I'm okay with the 48. With the way this list is going, I expect to see Hotel Transylvania. Yeah, I loved It Follows. Has David Robert Mitchell done anything since It Follows? But I loved It Follows. I'm fine with it being number 48. It should not be ranked higher than A Nightmare on Elm Street, though. Or Dawn of the Dead. Or Evil Dead. Or Evil Dead 2. But moving on. Under the Shadow. I liked Under the Shadow a lot. And I'm okay with that number 47. But it's not better. It's not better than It Follows. It's not better than A Nightmare on Elm Street. It's better than Little Shop of Horrors, but Under the Shadow. If you've not seen Under the Shadow, I recommend it. Under the Silver Lake. That's right. Yeah, he directed Under the Silver Lake. I forgot about that. Has he done anything after Silver Lake? Under the Shadow. If you haven't seen it, see it. The Devil's Backbone. Great movie. Great movie. This is another one. If you've not seen it, I highly recommend it. I'm fine with that number 47. Fine with that number 47. Yeah. Any love for Guillermo del Toro's The Devil's Backbone? David Robert Mitchell has done one more film, but it was more of a black comedy thriller. Okay. All right. Moving on here. Poltergeist, number 45. Okay. And I'm fine with Poltergeist being number 45. I'm perfectly fine with Poltergeist being number 45. Yeah. The Shining at 53 traumatized me. It traumatized me a little bit too. Devil's Backbone is excellent. Yes. Oh, John, you just reminded me that the Blair Witch Project was like in the 80s. So, all right. So, Poltergeist, number 45. I'm fine with that. Grindhouse. But they show a picture of Danny Trejo from Machete. I really liked Grindhouse. It was a great experience to watch that in the theater, even though I wasn't a big fan of Death Proof. What's the one that Robert Rodriguez directed? Something Terror. I loved that one, and I loved all the trailers. Those were great. But Grindhouse, number 44. Moving on. The Witch, but number 43. Planet Terror. Yes, thank you, Planet Terror. I loved Planet Terror. The Witch at number 43. Holy crap. I would The Witch would definitely be on down the list for me, but glad to see that The Witch made the list, really. So yeah, number 43 of the 100 best horror films of all time, according to Stacker. Suspiria. Our first and probably only Dario Argento film. Number 42. I'm glad Suspiria's on the list. I'm really glad Suspiria made this list. I would put it further down the list. But I'm glad it made the list, and I'm okay with 42. I'm okay with 42. I'm just glad to see a Dario Argento film on the list. So, yeah, cool. The Witch is my third overall of the 2010s. The Witch is a new classic. Top 20 is going to be soul crushing. I know. Oh, Jesus. You've never seen The Witch, Dave? Oh, you should, man. You should Check it out. No. This is the only Argento film that's going to be on this list. I'm positive. I'm positive. Hopefully I'm wrong. I mean, maybe Deep Red. Nah, Suspiria will be the only one. Oh, 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 God. The top 20 is going to be so painful. Huh. Oh, Jesus. Huh. Huh. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is number 41. All right, I gotta have a shot now, and I'm gonna be doing a shot in my Texas Chainsaw Massacre shot glass. I don't get. I mean, okay. Alrighty. That one didn't want to go down. Number 41. I think it's all downhill from here, really. I think it's all downhill from here. Now, we've already seen Gremlins on the list, Tag Dad. It was in like the 80s, or the 90s. I don't remember. That's right, Ben. There are 40 better horror movies than the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. All right. What We Do in the Shadows. I liked What We Do in the Shadows a lot. I really did. I feel like I need to take a break. I feel like this was a bad idea. All right, What We Do in the Shadows is number 40. I like it a lot, but it's not better than Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Godzilla, the original Godzilla. Okay. All right, I'm glad to see it on the list. Number 39. I didn't expect to see Godzilla on the list, but hey. All right, cool. Godzilla's on the list. All right, Godzilla's on the list. Moving on. Nosferatu the Vampire, the Werner Herzog film. Okay, I mean, it shouldn't be number 38. It shouldn't be 38. It should be way lower or higher. 80s. I put it somewhere in the 80s, maybe. Yeah. All right. So number 38 is Nosferatu the Vampire. The Babadook is number 37. I like the Babadook. Well, we already know what 36 is. But 37, the Babadook. I like the Babadook, but it's one of those movies I've only watched once, and I've really never felt the urge to watch it again. So, okay. Look how big that kid's eyes are. My God. All right, number 37, The Babadook. Here we go. Goldblum. The Fly. David Cronenberg's The Fly. Number 36. I like The Fly a lot. And, 36... not bad placement. Not bad placement at all. Yeah, The Fly. This will probably I don't know. You think we'll see any more Cronenberg films on this list? Or this may be, I don't know. I'm going to bet this is the only Cronenberg film on the list. But The Fly, number 36, I'm fine with that placement. Shaun of the Dead, another horror comedy that's more of a comedy than a horror. Number 35 on the list. I like it a lot, but it wouldn't be on my list. Dead Ringers, I doubt we'll see Dead Ringers on this list. Videodrome, nah. Alien, well, I would imagine Alien's going to pop up here sooner or later. I do believe. The Thing, maybe. We have yet to see a John Carpenter film on this list. So, here we are with Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. Saw this movie many, many years ago. I really don't remember that much about it. So, any love for Baby Jane? If Monster Squad's on the list, I'll be fine with that. But no. I think if Monster Squad was going to make the list, it would have been up in the 70s or 80s. Oh. Baby Jane. Whatever happened to Baby Jane? All right, here we got The Wailing. Okay. I saw The Wailing. I remember it being really good, but I don't really remember anything specifically about it at this point. So I don't remember. Don't remember anything about it. Baby Jane. What Happened to Baby Jane is good, but not as good as the ones prior to it. Baby Jane is all right and everything, but I wouldn't put it on this list. Evil Dead 2 definitely belongs. Shaun doesn't, but not because it's comedic. Wailing, it was pretty long, as I recall. It was a long movie. But I remember liking it. The Host. Okay. Bong Joon-ho. I remember liking The Host, but I don't... it definitely wouldn't be number 32 on my list. Definitely wouldn't be number 32 on my list. It wouldn't be on my list at all. And I like the movie just fine. The Omen, I can see The Omen somewhere on the list. Sweeney Todd, number 31. This is another musical, isn't it? This is the second musical that's appeared on this best of horror list. I've not seen it, so I can't speak on it, but A Quiet Place is number 30. A Quiet Place is better than Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Dawn of the Dead, Evil Dead. Moving on. Nosferatu. Okay. I'm on board with this selection, and I'm fine with its placement at number 29. Fine with its placement at number 29. Right on. Ooh, The Lighthouse. Okay, I like The Lighthouse a lot. Number 28. This is the second Robert Eggers film on the list, too. Number 28. I'm okay with that. I wasn't expecting to see The Lighthouse, but okay. All right. I was wrong. Dead Ringers. Okay, Dead Ringers is on the list. I'm surprised. I'm surprised to see Dead Ringers make the list. Definitely not. When people think of Cronenberg, it's not. Dead Ringers usually isn't one that jumps immediately to mind. But it's a good movie. Hey, cool. I'm glad it's on the list. Number 27. Sure. Why not? Great performances by Jeremy Irons. So cool. All right. Dead Ringers. Cool. I was proven wrong. Our second. The Todd Browning's Freaks. Cool. Okay. Todd Browning's Freaks, number 26. Didn't expect to see Freaks on here either. We've already seen The Killing of a Sacred Deer, Kevin. It was on up the list. I see we've got Rambo Raft with us. What's up, Rambo? How's it going? I think Alien's coming up soon. Alien's going to be on the list somewhere, I'm sure. But Todd Browning's Freaks at number 26. Cool. Carrie, number 25. Okay. I like Carrie. I don't know if it'd be number 25 on my personal list, but I like Carrie a lot. And our first Brian De Palma film. I wonder if we'll have any more Brian De Palma films on the list. I don't know. Let's see. Love Freaks. Freaks I agree with. I had to watch Freaks for my film class. Going well. Oh, cool, Matt. Cool. All right, so Carrie, number 25. Hereditary, number 24. Hereditary would be on down the list for me. It would be on down the list. Great freaking movie. So far the 20s have not been... The top 20 so far have not been that bad. They've not been that bad. Hereditary, I would have moved it on down a little further. Somewhere maybe around, I don't know, 24 is fine. 24 is fine. But, yeah, not better than The Shining or Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Eraserhead. Eraserhead is number 23. All right. Alrighty. Eraserhead, number 23. Let the Right One In. Okay. All right. We've got Let the Right One In on the list. God, such a good movie. Let the Right One In would definitely be further down the list for me. Oh, such a good movie. Such a good movie. Let the Right One In. When I watched Let the Right One In for the first time, it had been so long since a movie had really moved me that I'd almost forgot what that feeling was like. And when I watched Let the Right One In, you know, there it was. Oh, such a great freaking movie. Oh, such a great movie. If you've not seen Let the Right One In, see it. Tremendous film. Tremendous film. The Exorcist is number 21. The Exorcist is number 21. Oof. Okay. The Exorcist is number 21. According to this list, there are 21 movies, 21 horror movies better than The Exorcist. Wow. All right, I'm going to need to get another one of these, maybe two. And I'll be back in a moment, and we will go into the top 20 best horror films of all time, according to Stacker. I'll be right back. So I had to go stare at Jeremy sleeping for a few minutes just to get some humanity back in my soul. But I've got Reagan here with me, as a matter of fact, and she hopes that the author of this list's mother is sucking corn cobs in hell. So, and I decided not even to mess around with the Jack Daniels anymore. I just grabbed a whole bottle of wine. So, all right. Here we go. We're going into the top 20 horror movies of all time. According to Stacker. All right. Feel like we need to say a prayer, but here we go. The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. All right. It's not better than The Exorcist, but I'm shocked the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari is even on the list. Period. But okay. The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Number 20. Number 19 is Diabolique. Great movie. No problem with it being on this list. By the way, if you've not dropped a like on the stream, please do so. Yeah, Diabolique. Okay, cool. I'm fine with Diabolique being on the list. I wouldn't have put it at number 19 on my list. But why not? Ooh, the wine combined with the Jack Daniels stuff makes a really weird flavor. All right, number 18 on the list. The Wicker Man. I don't mind The Wicker Man being on the list, but number 18. Number 18? Okay. My eye is twitching again. Okay. I like The Wicker Man, but number 18. Okay. Number 17 is Get Out. I'm shocked that Get Out's not in the top 5, to be honest with you. Get Out is a good movie, but I've seen that movie at least a dozen times. And pretty much every time it's played out exactly the same. It's a good movie, but it's I'm sorry. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Maybe this wine has turned. Let me wash out my mouth here. Maybe, I don't know. I thought maybe the Jack Daniels stuff and then mixing it with the wine has created this weird flavor, but I don't know. All right. Hopefully the wine's not turned. Something's wrong here. Something's wrong. I don't know. That's not... Maybe it's old. I don't know. I'm not going to drink any more of that. All right. So Get Out. Again, it's good, but it's predictable. It's unoriginal. Whatever. The Invisible Man. Well, I'm surprised that this movie made the list. Well, I'm not surprised that it made the list. I'm surprised that it's number 16 on the list. But, okay. Fair enough. Top 20 has ruined the wine. That could be it. Really, this is I'm. It's really. Yeah, I don't know. Something's not right there. Oh, funny story. I went to the liquor store today, and the guy working behind the counter was like, "Don't I know you from somewhere?" And I go, "I don't know. I've just got one of those faces, I guess." And he goes, No. I've seen you somewhere." And I go, "Probably YouTube." And he goes, "Nah, man, I don't do the internet." So. All right, so James Whale's The Invisible Man is number 16 on the list. I'm glad it's on the list. 16, nah. Halloween is number 15. Halloween is number 15 on this list. Wow. Halloween is number 15. All right. Frank, what do you think about Halloween being number 15 on the list? There is no God, Donnie. There's nothing. So, all right. Halloween number 15 on the list. Here we go. Deep Red. Okay. I thought Suspiria would be the only one of Argento's films to make the list. Deep Red is number 14. Interesting. See, I figured Suspiria would be way down on the list here. But Deep Red, number 14. Okay. I like that. And I like that number for Deep Red, too. All right. So I've been proven wrong by this list twice. I thought The Fly would be the only Cronenberg film, and I thought Suspiria would be the only Argento film. Now, will Halloween be the only Carpenter film? Will Halloween be the only Carpenter film? Interesting. Okay. Deep Red is number 14. Cool. I like that. The Innocents. The Innocents. Have I even... What? This masterwork was once dubbed by famous French auteur and critic Truffaut as the best British film made since Alfred Hitchcock left for America. Governess into children who become... I've not seen The Innocents. Number 13. Any fans of The Innocents in the chat? Still say The Birds will pop up? Possibly. I think we're going to see at least 2 Hitchcock films in the top 10. Psycho's definitely going to be near 1, I think. And is it going to be The Birds, or is it going to be like Rear Window? It might be The Bird. I don't know. One of those 2, I think, is going to be on the list too. The Innocents is okay. The Innocents is very slow. I recommend it. The Innocents is exquisite. Okay. It's a good film. I recommend it. Love The Innocents. Just bought the Criterion. Okay. All right. Well, The Innocents is number 13 on the list. Moving on. Ooh, Eyes Without a Face. I've actually never seen Eyes Without a Face. I've heard great things about it. I've just never devoted the time to watching it. Should I watch Eyes Without a Face? Any love for Eyes Without a Face in the chat? Amazing film. The Billy Idol song. Yes, the Billy Idol song. Eyes Without a Face is excellent. Very haunting film. It's not named after the Billy Idol song. I can promise you that. It's a great film. Highly recommend it. Okay. All right, cool. Eyes Without a Face is number 12 on the list of best horror films, top 100 horror films of all time. Next, The Birds. There it is, The Birds. I actually thought it would be in the top 10, but The Birds has made the list at number 11. Personally, I prefer The Birds to Land's End. I think that's a much better film.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
Thank you, Tact Dad, for the $1.99 super chat. Beetlejuice number 1. I would not, honest, at this point, nothing shocks me. So, but thank you, sir. The Birds, cool. All right, The Birds, number 11. Moving on, number 10, we have got Repulsion, the Roman Polanski film. Listen, if Roman Polanski ever invites you to come over for a photo shoot and then asks you to get in the hot tub with him, don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Repulsion by Roman Polanski. I've actually never seen Repulsion. Never seen it. Birds 2 is an Alan Smithy classic. I agree. Great film. Great film. Smithy's a really underrated filmmaker. I mean, The Birds 2, Hellraiser Bloodline. Yeah. So Repulsion. Any love for Repulsion in the chat? No, Rosemary's Baby has not made the list yet. So we may have 2 Roman Polanski films in the top 10. We'll see. If Robert Blake invites you over to his house, don't go. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Repulsion is excellent, but I don't think it's a horror film. It's all right. Tad bit overrated. Repulsion is more of a psychological thriller. Nope, no anthology films have made the list yet. All right.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
Thank you, Taco Bela Lugosi, for the $4.99 super chat. Prom Night Remake, number 1 for the win. The Prom Night Remake was actually on the worst list that I went over the other night. And deservedly so. All right, let's move on here. Number 9 is Don't Look Now, the second Nicholas Roeg film on the list. Can't argue with Don't Look Now. This is also the second film starring Donald Sutherland to make the list. So, Don't Look Now. I can't argue with that one. Great film. If you've not seen Don't Look Now, I highly recommend it. No, Greasy Strangler is not going to be on this list. If Greasy Strangler, that made my, just saying Greasy Strangler made my eye start twitch. Oh, my eyes twitched like 3 or 4 times tonight because of this list. Don't Look Now, great movie. If you've not seen it, definitely check it out. All right, moving on. Number 8, we have Night of the Living Dead. I was waiting for it. I had a feeling it'd be in the top 10. Number 8. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with Night of the Living Dead being number 8. So, I'm cool with that. Frankenstein, Alien, and Psycho. Yeah, I mean, all 3 of them have got to be somewhere on this list. We've only got 7 slots remaining. You got to think 3 of them are going to be occupied by Alien, Frankenstein, and Psycho. So, Night of the Living Dead, glad it's on the list. Number 8, I think, is a good slot for it. Not bad. The original Invasion of the Body Snatcher. So we've had the 78 remake and the original. I'm surprised. This is a surprise. Invasion of the Body Snatcher is at number 7. Wow. Okay. I mean, it's a good movie. I prefer the 78 version personally, but I don't know. This one's way in the 50s. Yeah, maybe the 40s at the best. At best, I don't know. Dracula was on the list. I think Dracula was what, in the 70s maybe? 70s, 80s, somewhere in that neighborhood. So, all right, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, number 7. Interesting. Number 6, Frankenstein. James Whale's Frankenstein. I knew it was coming somewhere. Number 6, I'm okay with Frankenstein being number 6. I don't know if it'd be number 6 on my list, but, okay. Number 6, not bad. All right. I'm okay with it. Number 6, James Whale's Frankenstein. Number 5. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. The top 5 best horror films of all time. Number 5, King Kong. I did not expect King Kong to be on this list at all, let alone number 5. Okay. Interesting. All right. I don't know. Wouldn't have made my list. But all right, number 5. Okay, number 4, The Bride of Frankenstein. Glad to see love for Bride of Frankenstein. I honestly, when I saw Frankenstein, I did not think we were going to get Bride of Frankenstein. But I'm glad that Bride of Frankenstein made the cut. All right, James Whale's The Bride of Frankenstein. That is 2 James Whale films in the top 10. 2 Frankenstein films in the top 10. Okay. Cool. The top 3. Man. So what we've still not seen Psycho. We've still not seen Alien. Are we going to see Alien? Was Alien just listed as a sci-fi film? Dracula was already on the list, Buck. All right, here we go. Numero tres. Alien. There it is. There it is. Alien. Number 3 on the list. I have no problem with this movie being on the list. I don't know if it'd be number 3 on my list, but no problem with this, with Alien being in the top 10. Number 3, Alien. All right. So is Psycho going to be number 1? If Psycho's not number 1, what's number 1? Because I'm guessing Psycho's either going to be 2 or 1. I'm guessing Psycho's going to be number 1. So what is number 2 going to be? Things are getting interesting. All right, here we go. Number 2. Rosemary's Baby. Wow. Rosemary's Baby. The second Polanski film in, like, what was it, the top 15? Wow. Roman Polanski's Rosemary's Baby. Number 2 on the list. Great movie. Wouldn't have been number 2 on my list, but still, I mean, it's a great movie. No, Jaws is not on the list because it was not listed as, it's not listed as a horror film on IMDb. That was part of the criteria. Has to be listed as a horror film. Rosemary's Baby is number 2. The second best horror film of all time, according to Stacker.com. Number 1, I think it's obvious. Number 1 is going to be Psycho. So let's just, why prolong the inevitable? Number 1, Psycho. No doubt about it. Yeah. That seemed a pretty obvious choice. Alfred Hitchcock Psycho. I'm not saying it's not deserving. But yeah. There you go. The 100 best horror films of all time, according to Stacker. And honestly, it wasn't, I mean, there were some really odd picks. The placements of quite a few of them I don't agree with, but to be honest, I thought it was going to be a lot worse. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. So,
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
hey, Mohammed, thank you for the 100 United Arab Emirates dollars. Great video, Piz. I agree that a lot of the placements are off. I'd also personally have Scream on here for sure. I think your next reaction should be Stacker's 100 best films or best worst horror films from other websites. I may do that. I don't know. I may do that. I don't know. The worst list really took a lot out of me. This one was stressful, but it wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad. Really, the only thing I freaked out about on this list was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre's placement. There were several entries in the worst list that I freaked out about. So, but I'll take that into consideration, Muhammad. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that super chat. Very kind of you. So yeah, thoughts on the list? What do y'all think? Yeah, no Thing. The Thing did not make the list. Only one John Carpenter film on the list, and that was Halloween. And I think Halloween was shortchanged a little bit. Psycho numero uno. Cool. Hey, you can't argue with that. And there were quite a few on this list that I didn't expect to be on there, and I'm glad that they were. So, yeah. I really have no idea what Stacker is either. I'd never heard of them until recently. I had several people send me the link to the worst list and wanted my thoughts on it. So that's why I did that stream. And then during that stream, I discovered that they had a best list too. So I decided to do this stream on the best list. SNDN2 should have been on there. I agree. It should have been on there somewhere. In the end, I'm just glad I never have to endure a Stacker list again. Oh, gosh. Thank you all for 117 likes on the stream. I appreciate it. If you've not dropped a like on the stream and you're watching on YouTube, please do so. Wow. Yes, Know the Thing. Know the Thing. Wow. Not even the original Thing got any love. But maybe I'll look into some other websites, best of lists, and react to those. I don't know. We'll see. I didn't expect there to be any love for Jason on this list. Definitely didn't expect there to be any love for Jason on this list. No High Tension. No High Tension. No Phantasm. Hey, Braden. Nope. No Bram Stoker's Dracula. Just the original Dracula with Bela. But we got that Dracula. We got the Werner Herzog Nosferatu, and we got the F.W. Murnau Nosferatu. No Black Christmas. Nope. Make your top 100 on Letterboxd. That's just too. Ugh. Very hard to narrow one down. Yep, no Hellraiser. Did you expect the original Scream to be on there? Honestly, kind of, yeah. I thought the original Scream would be on there somewhere. Yeah. No Child's Play. No. No, Troll 2. Troll 2 made the worst list from the other night. But yeah, all in all, it was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. I'm still reeling a little bit from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre's placement, but I'll be all right. I didn't see the entire Munsters teaser or whatever it was. Now, is that going theatrically, or is that going to like Hulu, or is that going to a streaming service, or is that getting a theatrical? Yeah, The Shining was like 20th or something like that. No, The Shining was no. The Exorcist was like number 20, right? And The Shining was way up the list. The Shining wasn't even in like the top 30, I don't think. Yeah, no, I didn't expect I didn't expect Return of the Living Dead to be on the list, to be honest. Shining was 53. God, unbelievable, unbelievable. Dawn of the Dead was on the list. No Fright Night. Dawn of the Dead was way up high on the list too. Dawn of the Dead was like in the 50s, I think. Munsters in theaters and on Peacock. Okay. In theaters and on Peacock. Well, I'll probably just watch it on Peacock then. But I don't have Peacock. I've got HBO Max. I don't have Peacock. I don't know. That's right. No Lost Boys. What the hell? What the hell? Near Dark was on there, though. So I'm glad Near Dark was on there. Munsters will be the same day, streaming and in theaters. Good, good. I'll catch it somewhere. Probably not in theaters, though. Nope. No Last House on the Left. That's right. The Lost Boys is getting a 4K. Heat is also getting a 4K. I'm going to have to upgrade both of those. Frankenweenie, yes, but no Beetlejuice. I know. Yeah. Oh God. What? Yes. Alien was like number. What was it? 4? 3 or 4? So Alien was way up there. No Cannibal Holocaust. Yeah, no. Cannibal Holocaust didn't make the list. Frankenweenie was really on there, yes. Yes, Frankenweenie was like, it was way up on the list, but it was there. I was pretty shocked. Favorite Deftones album is White Pony. I saw that, Chris. Yeah, MVD is re-releasing Disturbing Behavior. I like that movie. It was aggregate rating smudge between IMDb and Metacritic. That's how they did it. And no Burial Ground. I know. How could they snub Burial Ground like that? Damn. You used what to pay for Peacock to watch Halloween Kills?
Ooh.
but you got your money back, so that's what matters.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
Thank you, Mohammed, for the additional 25 United Arab Emirates. What would be your personal top 5 or 10 off the top of your head? Texas Chainsaw Massacre would be number 1. Oh, and then, I mean, it gets really, gosh, it gets really difficult from there. I mean, The Exorcist would be up there. I mean, Halloween would be up there. I don't know. Maybe that would be my top 3. That'd be my top 3. Just putting those 3 together, it hurts. We need a Piz top 50. Oh, man. I don't know. Maybe I can work on something like that. It would take a lot of time, though, because I would brood over the placements and, you know. I mean, The Shining would be right up there, too, I think. I don't know. I'd need to really sit down and think about it. The Trees Have Eyes would be right up there as well. Yes, of course. Yeah, it's a really heavy question. It's just, oof. Top 50 favorites in no order. Oh, wow. Just 50 of my favorite horror movies. I could probably do that. Yeah, I could probably do that. Do you know who's going to release a Trick or Treat 1986 Blu-ray? I do not. No. Top 50 slashers would be cool. Ooh. Yep. That'd be a fun one. Although, no, I think probably a top 20 slashers would be easier for me. I think I can probably... I mean, favorite slashers just off the top of my head would be, I mean, Chainsaw, of course, Halloween, Friday the 13th, The Burning, Black Christmas. Oh, goodness. Nightmare on Elm Street. Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter. Sleepaway Camp. Pieces. Silent Night, Deadly Night. Madman would be on there somewhere. Madman would be on there somewhere. I like The Prowler. I don't know if it'd be in my top 20. Madman would be in the top 20 somewhere. I think. Oh, Slumber Party Massacre, of course. Yes, of course. Slumber Party Massacre would be up there. Curtains, I don't think would be in my top 20. Slaughter High probably wouldn't be in my top 20. Maniac, a slasher. I don't know. I've always thought of Maniac as more of like a serial killer movie than a slasher movie. But I mean, if you call it a slasher movie, that's fine. Oh, My Bloody Valentine would be somewhere in there for sure. Yep. Oh yeah. Yep. My Bloody Valentine would definitely be in there somewhere. Killer Workout. No, Killer Workout wouldn't make the list. Fun movie, but no, it wouldn't make the list. Oh, I love Edge of the Axe. Edge of the Axe might be in there somewhere. I don't know. Edge of the Axe might be in the top 20 slashers. Yeah, I consider Candyman a slasher. It'd be in there somewhere too. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'll work on this top 20 slashers list, and maybe do a live stream going over those.
Baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
Mohammed, thank you for the additional 25. Do you have a personal favorite film of all time, or a top 3 or top 5? Doesn't have to be horror, any genre. Well, my favorite horror film is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think most people probably know that. Just overall favorite movie? Gosh, I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't know. I mean, I love Heat. Heat is one of my all-time favorite movies. True Romance is one of my all-time favorite movies. Like Reservoir Dogs a lot. I don't know. I'm actually trying to think what was the last non-horror movie that I watched, and I can't think of one. What was the last non-horror film I watched? Oh, it was well, I mean, The Northman's not a horror film. But I was going to say that Nicolas Cage movie, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, or whatever it's called. That was a lot of fun. That was a fun movie. Oh, Rad. Oh, I love Rad. Love Rad. Yeah, I love Alice, Sweet Alice. I guess I'd put it somewhere on the list. Just Before Dawn, I'd probably put Just Before Dawn somewhere on the list too. I love that movie. Oh God, Neon Maniacs, yes. Oh God, I love Neon Maniacs. Man. Neon Maniacs is one of those movies like you can just put in and watch it anytime. You know? God, that's such a good movie. But I think, I think I may work on this top 20 slashers thing and see how that works out. I love Just Before Dawn. Super atmospheric slasher. Doesn't have the biggest body count or, over the top kills or anything like that, but it's really well done. You're watching Heat tonight, Jimmy? Cool. I love Fade to Black. I don't know if it'd be in my top 20 slashers though.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
Oh, Muhammad, thank you for the additional 25. My favorite movie is Goodfellas. My top 3, I'd probably go Goodfellas, The Shawshank Redemption, and Casino. I like all 3 of those. I like Casino a lot too. Casino doesn't get a lot of love, I don't think. But I like Casino a lot. I've got I went over the footage of my Fog remake review, and I think I'm going to be able to keep most of it, even though I was drinking heavily during it and before it. So I'm going to try and edit that together. That was a Patreon review request from Oh Curly Jaws. I'm surprised Oh Curly Jaws isn't in tonight's chat rooting for The Fog to be the number 1 film of all time. Not Carpenter's The Fog, but of course The Fog remake. But if any of you have movies you would like to request that I review, or join me for monthly patron-only live streams, or get cameo-style shout-out videos from Jeremy and I, or other cool stuff, check out my Patreon. The link's in the description. But yeah, The Fog remake review. Release it uncut. That might be a Patreon exclusive, the uncut version of The Fog review. It would be for adults only. A lot of foul language in that review. So favorite, you mean favorite revenge movie? Oh, it's got to be Death Wish 2. Really, you can't go wrong with any of the Death Wish movies when it comes to revenge flicks. But outside of the Death Wish movies, there's a lot of great revenge movies out there. There's The Horseman, Blue Ruin, which I talked about earlier, Revenge, which we talked about earlier as well. Let's see, what else have we got? Oh, God, The Dead Man's Shoes. Oh, God, that movie is so good. Oh, Dead Man's Shoes is so freaking good. That's a great revenge film. That might be one of my favorite revenge films now, actually. So good. Holy crap. Let's see. Other good revenge films. Well, of course, The Crow. Ms. 45. It's good. Trash Stash. Yep, Ms. 45. It's a great revenge film. A lot of people might add Day of the Woman, a.k.a. I Spit on Your Grave, to that list. Leprechaun in Space is a revenge film. I can understand people wanting to get revenge against the makers of that film after watching it. Oh, Savage Streets, hell yeah. Yeah. Love Savage Streets. From the great Danny Steinman. The late, great Danny Steinman. He didn't direct many movies, but the ones that he did are just treasures. Absolute treasures. Hey, AJ, how you doing, man? All right, Zombie, take care, man. Yeah, John Wick is good. I like the first John Wick. I don't really keep track of the horror. I'm on Letterboxd. Really, I've tried to keep track of all the newer horror movies that I've watched this year. So I've got a list of those. I'm sorry, a list of my favorite horror movies that I've seen this year over on Letterboxd. I've also got a list of my favorite movies from last year over on Letterboxd. But I don't do a whole lot over on Letterboxd though. But it's cool to keep track of favorites and whatnot over there. Yeah, Brain Damage is cool. I like Brain Damage. Death Wish 3 will always be my favorite. I mean, how can you not love Death Wish 3? I love the part where those two goons are breaking into his car. He's like, "What's the problem?" And the guy's like, "We're stealing this car. What's your problem?" And Bronson's like, "It's my car." And then, of course, he blows them both away.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
Oh, thank you, Muhammad, for the additional 10. Goodfellas or Heat? Heat. I love Heat. Frankenhooker's a great film. Love Frankenhooker. We still need Death Wish 5 on Blu-ray. It did get a Blu-ray from Umbrella Entertainment. Part 4 and Part 5 got put together on the same Blu-ray from Umbrella. And I think it's in all region, as I recall. Do believe it's in all region. Thank you all for 129 likes on the stream. If you've not dropped a like on the stream, please do so. I'd appreciate that. The wine wants out. It's too bad this wine. There's something wrong with this wine. This is a brand new fresh bottle. But it's like, I don't know. I really wish it wasn't bad or whatever happened to it. Maybe it went flat. I don't know. But I mean, does wine have an expiration date? I don't know. Maybe it was just a bad year. Hopefully the other bottle I bought today isn't bad too. So I'll work on that top 20 slashers list. That'll be a fun one, I think. And gotta start editing that Fog review. I did drop Jeremy and I did a review of the new Dr. Pepper flavor, which came out today. So if you missed that video, go and check that out. I did, speaking of Bronson, I did a patron requested review of Breakout the other day. If you missed that one, go and check out that one. And if you missed the 100 worst horror films of all time reaction stream that I did not before last, that's on my channel as well. Been a fan for a while now. You and Jeremy keep up the good work. Well, thank you, Tyler. I appreciate that. 10 to Midnight. I love 10 to Midnight. I also love Midnight Me Train. Like them both. Dave, you've never seen Goodfellas? Great movie, man. Henry and Reanimator were both on the list. They both made the list. Yeah, Jeremy liked the new Dr. Pepper. No, I don't think physical media is near the end. Support physical media. All day. All day, every day. I was kind of tempted to pick up that new Jacko release that everybody was talking about on my last stream. I've got a DVD of Jacko, and I'm kind of okay with that, but I don't know. Let's see. I know that the Heat 4K is now available for pre-order. So let me go and make a note of that here. The Ultimate Collector's Edition of Heat 4K. It'd be nice if there was like some new extras on it, though. I doubt there's going to be anything new on it. And we've got the Lost Boys coming to 4K later this year. Don't think it's probably not up for pre-order yet, I'm sure. Yeah, it's not up for pre-order yet, but that's another one that's just a insta buy for me. I mean, seeing Tim Capello perform I Still Believe in 4K is worth the price of admission alone. I'm worried I'm going to miss out on Jacko. It's sold out right now. Really? But people were saying that the other night. And when I went to the website, it was not sold out. Let's see. Oh, no, it's sold out now. Yep, this title is sold out, but a limited number of copies will be available this weekend. Okay. Oh, at Living Dead weekend at the Monroeville Mall. Oh, I would have liked to have gone to that. Damn. So they're going to have copies available at Living Dead weekend and at Tampa Bay Screams. And any remaining overstock will be added to the store next week. So I'm not going to be heartbroken if I can't get Jacko on Blu-ray, but you know, oh well. I've still got my old DVD that's autographed by Brink Stevens. So I'm okay with that. And yes, they'll have they've got signed versions and non-signed versions. If anybody's going to a convention that Severin's going to be at, let me know. And I'll slide you a few bucks to get me Cruel Jaws on Blu-ray. Because they're selling those at conventions, but they're not. Of course, they can no longer sell them on their website. Favorite Deftones album is White Pony. And thank y'all for 137 likes on the stream. Very kind of you. I hope I feel all right later too. I hope the wine wasn't too tainted. So only time will tell, I suppose. I like Around the Fur too. Around the Fur, White Pony, the self-titled record, Saturday Night Wrist. I like all those. Diamond Eyes was good. I liked Koi no Yokan. Gore, I wasn't a big fan of Gore. But the Ohms, I like Ohms a lot. Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate that. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a wrap there, folks. We've been going for... yeah, I like the song Minerva. I like the song Minerva. We've been going for nearly 2.5 hours. The best of horror movie list wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. The only really... the only severe crime was the ranking of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Well, The Shining was also really bad as far as its ranking. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Put it that way. But I'm going to be coming back soon. I'm going to try and do my top 20 slashers list. So keep an eye peeled for that one. And got some more reviews coming out soon. Got some unboxings coming out soon. Got some more soda review videos with Jeremy coming out soon. All sorts of other stuff. Check out my Patreon. The link is in the description. Yeah, so let me do some shout outs here. Shout out to JKS80's Horror Fan for the $20 super chat. Shout out to Taco Bella Lugosi for the two $4.99 super chats. Shout out to Arthur on the Rocks for the $3 super chat. Shout out to Tact Dad for the $1.99 super chat. And shout out to Mohammed for the 100, the 325s, and the 10 super chats. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you very, very much. Let's see who's still with me over on Twitch. I've got Febzer, Sting of the Scorpion 78, Contract GTV, who is new to the stream. Welcome, sir. Let's see, who else do we have? Killer Cutie. And the PlayStation 9. Thank y'all for tuning in over on Twitch. And let's see who is still with me over on YouTube. I've got Hillbilly Tech. I got Michael Sullivan, Jimmy L, Big Crack Rock, Name of the Stars, Anthony O'Donnell, Jeff Overing, Rock Music Forever 90, Tyler Rizzo, Matt Talks Movies. There is Taco Bella Lugosi. Slasher Home Video, my buddy Chris, Robert Long, Ewan Thomas, Keith, Captain Halloween, Joe Cool, Joe Gagliano, Jackie, Dave Vanderhoff. Dave, I got started on your Hawks tonight. Got them drilled, cut, sanded, and base coated. Danny Huckins. There's Dan Shine. Rick Hunter, Cinemurdum, video. Antonis Andriadis. New Order, the TTM production, Jacob Baranowski. Buzz. We had Lauren in the chat, the Trash Stash, We had Christian in the chat. We had Jamie in the chat. Big Tubby. Riverman. Anthony O'Donnell. Thank y'all for tuning in. Aaron Lewis. Aaron, hope you're doing well, man. All right, thank you all for tuning in. This was fun. Take care. Be good. We'll see you again in the very near future. And until then, peace. Frank wanted to say bye. So Frank says bye.